Hi there. Today, we're embarking on a captivating journey as we step back in time to explore the legendary TV series Sanford and Son. I'm sure many of you have fond memories of this classic show. Sanford and Son is a timeless gem that has left an indelible mark on television history. Join us as we relive the magic, revisiting the series with the entire cast, then and now. We'll uncover the original identities and ages of the talented actors from the show and witness how they've transformed in 2024. So, without further ado, let's dive into the world of Sanford and Son. Number 1. Red Fox as Fred Sanford. Despite Fred Sanford's grumpy and quarrelsome exterior, beneath that facade is a showman of the highest order. His love for theatrics knows no bounds, and he often amplifies his actions to grandiose proportions for maximum impact. A trademark move of his involves feigning a heart attack, a dramatic ploy he frequently employs to achieve his desirs, especially in his interactions with Lamont. It's worth noting that Red Fox, the gifted actor who brought Fred Sanford to life, left an indelible mark on an emerging generation of comedians, including illustrious figures like Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor. From the way that Fox was born, nobody would have ever guessed that he'd later become one of the most monumental comedians ever. Born into poverty in 1922, Red Fox was given the birth name John Elroy Sanford. The name Red Fox that he became known by originated from a nickname inspired by his ruddy complexion. At the age of 13, Fox left home and began traveling across the country, playing the washboard for a band. However, his time with the band was short-lived, and by the age of 16, he had arrived in New York City. In New York City, Fox refined his comedic skills, performing at various black theaters and nightclubs, where he had the chance to meet influential figures, including Malcolm X. Fox's comedic journey eventually led him to Los Angeles, where he recorded his stand-up comedy. Interestingly, his initial record earned him a mere $25. The breakthrough for Red Fox came in 1972 when Norman Lear signed him to create Sanford and Son, a series inspired by the BBC comedy Steptoe and Son. His portrayal of Fred G. Sanford in the show became legendary, showcasing his comedic brilliance and captivating audiences until his departure from the show in 1977. After concluding his time as Fred Sanford, Red Fox embarked on a new venture with The Red Fox Show, continuing to showcase his enduring talent. His final project was The Royal Family, where he portrayed the character Alfonso Royale. Red Fox's journey from humble beginnings to becoming a monumental comedian left an indelible mark on the world of entertainment, and his comedic legacy continues to resonate with audiences today. Fred Sanford played by Red Fox when he was 50 years old. Sadly, on October 11, 1991, during a break from rehearsals for The Royal Family, Fox suffered a heart attack on the set. Number 2. Damond Wilson as Lamont Sanford. In a world that often spirals into comedic chaos, Lamont emerges as the unwavering pillar of sanity. He embodies the tranquility amidst the tempest, maintaining a composed demeanor when all else descends into uproar. Lamont is akin to that dependable friend you can always rely on to inject reason into the most bewildering situations. Acknowledging one's need for help is a mark of great character, and Lamont sets an example that persuades even the most obstinate individuals to embrace the notion of lending and receiving a helping hand. Damond Wilson played the no-nonsense Lamont Sanford alongside comedy legend Red Fox in the beloved sitcom Sanford and Son, NBC 1971-77. In the role of Lamont, known for reacting to his father's eccentric humor, Wilson's dry humor and strong presence made him a perfect fit. His time on Sanford and Son became the highlight of his acting career, overshadowing later projects that gradually faded from public memory. In 1984, Wilson underwent a significant life change, becoming an ordained minister and embracing a new path centered around religion. Despite his diverse journey, Wilson's memorable performance on Sanford and Son continued to connect with audiences, securing his lasting legacy in the world of television entertainment. Lamont Sanford, played by Demon Wilson when he was 26 years old, and now he is 78 years old. Number 3. LaWanda Page as Aunt Anderson. Esther, a devout churchgoer armed with the Bible, frequently engaged in battles with Fred. Her allies in these skirmishes were often women from her church or her husband, the inebriated Woodrow. Esther had a penchant for showing up at Fred's house, armed with Bible verses, ready for a verbal duel. Her persistent quest for donations for her church, which at one point aimed to acquire a new wing, consistently irked Fred. Esther had an uncanny ability to seek contributions just when Fred had come into some money, much to his chagrin. Even after bidding farewell to the iconic Aunt Esther character, LaWanda Page remained a familiar face on our screens. She made appearances in different TV shows and films, consistently bringing her distinctive blend of sass and wisdom. While she continued to portray variations of the sassy old woman persona, one thing remained unchanged: her knack for making audiences laugh and ponder simultaneously. LaWanda Page first gained prominence through her portrayal of the sanctimonious Aunt Esther on the well-loved sitcom Sanford and Son. However, before achieving mainstream success, she was already well known among fans of African-American nightclub comedians and party records in the 1960s. During this earlier phase of her career, Page was recognized for her explicit and provocative stand-up comedy, drawing parallels to the style popularized by Moms Mabley. Even after retiring the Aunt Esther character, which happened after the short-lived 1981 spin-off series Sanford, LaWanda Page continued to make notable appearances in various TV shows and films. These roles often featured variations of her established persona as a sassy and outspoken older woman. Noteworthy credits include her role in Ice Cube's Friday and a recurring part in Martin Lawrence's highly praised early 1990s sitcom Martin. Aunt Anderson played by LaWanda Page when she was 53 years old. Unfortunately, Page died of a heart attack at age 81 following complications from diabetes on September 14, 2002. Number 4. Donna Bexley as Bubba Bexley with a last name like Bexley. You know this character was destined to bring some serious laughter into our lives. And that's precisely what he did. A comedic gem. He added his own special flavor of humor to the show, making him unforgettable. But here's where the laughter train really kept chugging along. When Red Fox and Demon Wilson bid farewell to Sanford and Son, NBC wasn't ready to let go of all that humor. They tried to keep the comedic fire burning with the spin-off series The Sanford Arms. And guess who was right there, carrying the torch of laughter? That's right, Donna Bexley and a talented cast, bringing us even more laughs and unforgettable moments to cherish. Those were the days, my friends. Donna Bexley is best remembered for his portrayal of Bubba Bexley on the iconic television series Sanford and Son. Interestingly, his character's close relationship with Red Fox's character mirrored their real-life friendship. Despite the age proximity of their on-screen personas, Bexley was actually 12 years older than Red Fox. Donna Bexley was a pioneering figure, becoming the first black stand-up comedian to perform at the prestigious Mountain Hotel. He began his career performing in theaters in both New York City and Los Angeles. Following his stint on Sanford and Son, Bexley continued to make appearances in various TV shows, including the spin-off series Sanford Arms, as well as popular shows like Cheers, Hunter, True Colors, and T.J. Hooker. He also played the role of Elston in Red Fox's final show, The Royal Family. Bexley's early success afforded him the opportunity to travel extensively, exploring destinations in Europe and Asia. He was called back by Red Fox to return to the United States for their movie Cotton Comes to Harlem in 1969. Subsequently, Fox enlisted Bexley once more in 1971 to join the cast of Sanford and Son. Bubba Bexley played by Don Bexley when he was 62 years old. Sadly, Bexley died of heart and kidney failure on April 15, 1997, at Hampton Sentara Hospital. He was 87 years old. Number 6. Nathaniel Taylor as Rolo Larson. Nathaniel Taylor, the gifted actor who brought the unforgettable Rolo Larson, Lamont Sanford's best friend, into our lives, adorned our screens with a character that epitomized the essence of coolness. From his slick style to his smooth demeanor, Rolo had us in stitches, grooving to his rhythm, and yearning for a friend just as effortlessly cool. However, as life's bittersweet symphony plays on, we must also acknowledge that Nathaniel Taylor has departed from us, leaving behind a legacy of laughter and cherished moments. Nathaniel Taylor, renowned for his portrayal of Rolo Larson, not only shared the screen with Red Fox, but also shared a close friendship with the legendary actor. Taylor embarked on his acting journey just a year before Fox, quickly establishing himself as a seasoned television actor by the time he became part of the Sanford and Son cast. In the early stages of his career, Taylor operated under the name Jita Hadi, taking on roles in various shows and movies such as Listen to a Man, The Bold Ones, The Senator, Black Girl, As Above as Below, and Trouble Man. He briefly used the moniker Richard Lawson for his role in Willie Dynamite before adopting the name Nathaniel Taylor. The credit he used on the show he shared with Red Fox, Harry O, Post, Sanford and Son. Nathaniel Taylor continued making appearances in several shows like Passing Through, What's Happening, Sanford, The Hunter, 227, and The Red Fox Show. The cancellation of The Red Fox Show due to low ratings marked a turning point for Nathaniel Taylor, prompting him to step away from the spotlight and focus on enjoying other aspects of life. He spent the rest of his days alongside his wife, Loretta Taylor. The couple had 4 daughters and 3 sons, with their children eventually blessing them with 6 grandchildren and 7 great-grandchildren. Rolo Larson played by Nathaniel Taylor when he was 34 years old. Sadly, he died from the complications of heart attack on February 27, 2019, in Los Angeles at the age of 80. Number 7. Lynn Hamilton as Donna Harris. Hailing from Mississippi, Lynn Hamilton is a seasoned character actress with a career that spans over 60 film and television productions. Her journey in the entertainment industry commenced with a modest role in the acclaimed 1959 John Cassavetes film, Shadows. However, it took another decade for her to solidify her presence as a regular on screen, marking the beginning of a noteworthy career. In the early 1970s, Hamilton began making guest appearances on various TV programs, including well-known shows such as Mannix, Gunsmoke, and The Bill Cosby Show. Her breakthrough came in 1972 with a recurring role on the popular sitcom Sanford and Son. The following year, she assumed a semi-regular role in the family drama series The Waltons, successfully juggling both parts for several years. Her acting versatility became evident in her performances, and in 1979, she joined the cast of Roots: The Next Generations. Throughout the ensuing decades, Hamilton remained an active presence in the industry. She continued to make appearances in various TV series, ranging from one-off spots in shows like The Golden Girls and NYPD Blue to more substantial roles in sitcoms such as 227 and later the legal drama The Practice. Impressively, she sustained her passion for acting well into her 70s. Donna Harris played by Lynn Hamilton when she was 42 years old, and now she is 93 years old. Number 8. Hal Williams as Officer Smith. Hal Williams, distinguished by his tall stature, distinctive mustache, and endearing on-screen presence, became a familiar face on 1970s and 80s television. Frequently cast in roles as relatable everyday individuals caught up in chaotic scenarios, Williams often revealed a warm and lovable nature. One of Williams' most iconic roles was portraying the husband navigating the challenges posed by a building filled with meddling women, including his wife, played by Marla Gibbs, in the delightful NBC sitcom 227. This late 80s hit show showcased his comedic talent and affable charm, solidifying his status as a beloved actor on television during that era. Officer Smith played by Hal Williams when he was 34 years old, and now he is 85 years old. Number 9. Howard Platt as Officer Hoppy. Hopkins. Draped in shades and radiating swagger, Hopkins stands as the quintessence of cool among the town's cops. His dance moves could give Michael Jackson a run for his money, and his smile has the power to illuminate the darkest corners. Even in the midst of Fred's wild antics, Hopkins remains unshaken. His composure is unwavering, showcasing a rare blend of nerves of steel and a heart of gold. Hopkins takes on the role of the neighborhood's guardian angel, ever ready to lend a helping hand and keep trouble at bay. Howard Platt has showcased his versatile talent in both comedic and dramatic television shows. His memorable role as Hoppy on Sanford and Son is just one highlight in a career that spans various guest appearances and series regular roles. Platt's notable television credits include portraying Dr. Phil Newman in 6 episodes of The Bob Newhart Show, Max in Alice, Major Ted Spector in MASH, and Judge Jonathan Stockfish in Evening Shade. Impressively, he took on 5 different characters on Barney Miller. Platt's contributions extend to the big screen, with roles in movies like T.R. Baskin, Nixon, The Cat from Outer Space, and Norma Jean and Marilyn. His career stands as a testament to his talent and versatility in both television and film. Officer Hoppy. Hopkins played by Howard Platt when he was 34 years old, and now he is 85 years old. Number 10. Gregory Sierra as Julio Fuentes. As the owner of a nearby junkyard, Julio engages in friendly banter and playful competition with Fred. His sharp wit adds a touch of humor to their banter, and his clever comebacks showcase his quick thinking. Julio is characterized by his amiable and welcoming demeanor. He shares a genuine connection with Fred, readily joining him on his escapades and schemes. Their camaraderie is evident in the easy flow of their interactions, making Julio a memorable and affable presence in the neighborhood. Gregory Sierra was a versatile TV and film character actor known for his talent in portraying diverse roles, particularly as Latino characters. He became a recognizable face in the 1970s and early 1980s, with notable performances such as Julio Fuentes on Sanford and Son, Detective Sergeant Chano Amenguale on Barney Miller, Dr. Tony Menzies on A. East Hudson Street, and the memorable El Puerco on SOAP. Sierra's career began with a bit part as a gorilla in Beneath the Planet of the Apes, 1970, and continued with roles like Garcia in Getting Straight, alongside Dustin Hoffman in the same year. In 1973, he played Carlos the bartender in The Towering Inferno, meeting a dramatic demise as he was sucked into the flood from a broken water tower. Throughout the late 1980s and into the 1990s, Sierra's work shifted primarily to TV movies and feature films. He appeared in projects such as the miniseries Something Is Out There, the TV movie Donor, and feature films like Deep Cover, Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, Hot Shots, Part 2, and A Low Down Dirty Shame. Sierra's career left an indelible mark on both the small and big screens. Julio Fuentes played by Gregory Sierra when he was 35 years old. Sadly, Sierra died on January 4, 2021, after a long battle with stomach and liver cancer, 3 weeks before his 84th birthday. As we reflect on the incredible journey of the Sanford and Son Show cast from 1972 to 1978, witnessing their growth and transformations, it's evident that the bond forged during those years has left an enduring legacy. From thrilling highway pursuits to heartwarming moments, these actors brought the California Highway Patrol to life. Their stories continue to resonate with fans around the world. As we explore their then and now, we celebrate the enduring impact of Sanford and Son. Thank you for joining us on this nostalgic trip down the California highways with the remarkable Sanford and Son of yesteryear.